Hey there rock stars, Eric Andreas, your guitar sage here, and I'm going to show you how to take your basic E major chord and how to create 50 chords out of it. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? No, it's actually quite easy. And I'm going to show you how this knowledge of this one chord is going to help you, okay? Now, if you need help with any of these chords, E or any of the other formations that I'm going to show you here, make sure you go to yourguitarsage.com and download the free ebook because it will help with this information. You'll see the formations and all that good stuff. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to use the concept of bar chords. Don't get scared if you don't know how to play a bar chord. We're just talking about the concept here. You don't need to be able to play them yet, okay? That comes in time. Every person who can play guitar, who can play bar chords now, did not. There was a time when they were not able to, okay? So if that's you can't play them now, there will be a day where you can. Easy enough, all right? So check it out. We're taking this E major chord. If you can play an E major chord, you can play all the other formations that I'm going to show you here, okay? E major, E7, which is where you lift your third finger up, also known as E dominant seventh, okay? E minor, which is if you take your E major chord and you lift your first finger, you have E minor. And then if you lift your third finger again to where only your second finger is on the fretboard, that's an E minor 7. So we're going to take those four forms, okay, and we're going to move them up the fretboard with our bar chords, and that'll create 48 chords in total, okay? So basically what we can do is we can take any one of these chords and move it up. And here's what you want to do. Take the chord formation, lay your first finger on the nut. How am I going to do that? Well, you need to change your fingering. So, you're going to change your fingering like this, okay? Lay our finger on the nut. Now, we can take this and move it up the fretboard. So our E chord becomes an F chord, becomes an F sharp. Remember, you don't have to be able to do this yet. I just want you to get the concept in here, okay? F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, etc. Okay? Now, we could do all the same thing with these other four chords. So, here's our 7th chord. If we want to do this, same thing. We'll free up so we can put our first finger on the nut. So that we move up a half step, we have our F7 chord, F sharp 7, G7, G sharp 7, A7, and so on. Right? Then we have our E minor. So we free up that finger, first finger right here on the nut, and move it on up to the E side. Okay, and our E minor 7 looks like that. We'll play it with our third finger, so free up that first finger. Now we have 48 chords. So what that means is there's never going to be a chord that you're going to run into in regards to majors, minors, 7th chords, or minor 7th chords, which are our four most used chord forms in the history of chords ever. Okay, so if you know those chord forms, it's going to cover probably 90% of the chords that you're going to experience. If you're playing pop music or rock music, it's probably going to cover about 99% of the chords that you're ever going to experience. Maybe even higher than 99%. So make sure you understand this. You know, getting your fingers to do what they need to do, that's a whole nother story, okay? It's going to take time, but you can do this, okay? Make sure you go to the Unstoppable Guitar System. The link is below. It will help a ton with what we're talking about here. Step-by-step method that you can get into for $1. It's pretty amazing, okay? So check that out. If you have any questions here, just hit me up. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff, so I'd love to help you out there. Please let me know how I can help. I love teaching folks how to play guitar. It's my passion, and anybody can play guitar. So let me know how I can help. Please practice your guitar, spay and neuter your animals, be kind to one another, and don't trust the man. See ya.